All right, so one question that one would ask is, what is a literature review? So a literature review discusses published information in a particular subject area, and sometimes information in a particular subject area within a certain period, certain time period. And what we advise is that you get literature from the past 5 years. You get literature from the past 5 years. Anybody who can help us know why it's important to get literature from the past 5 years? Why do we need to get from the past 5 years? Anyone?
I don't know if you can get me, sir.
I can get you very clearly.
Okay, maybe information that is beyond the 5 years might be maybe outdated. I don't know.
Yes, so that is very true. In research, we are always generating new knowledge. So there'll be new information that is coming out. And if you use information which is too old, it may be misinforming people. You may be misinforming, you may be giving wrong information. For example, if last year a paper was published concerning the prevalence of a particular disease, if you get information of 10 years ago, it may be wrong information because there's latest. If you say that cholera cases in Zambia is maybe 25 cases per 100,000 individuals, that may not have been true for last year and this year. But if you took that information from 2011, that would be misleading. Maybe circumstances were different in the country at that time. All right, so the meeting will be ending in 10 minutes, so we'll continue. And then after 10 minutes, we'll use the other link which I've posted in the group. So when we do literature review, it's in an organized manner. It's organized, and it combines both summary and synthesis. So summary is just summarizing. Synthesis is bringing information together. Somebody else has said this, the other one has said that. How can we understand this information which is coming from these different sources? So I asked earlier to say, where do we find literature reviews? We find them in different sources as indicated. So a literature review is the effective evaluation of the selected documents on a research topic. So you have a topic which if every one of you will have to do or to identify individually. You will be allocated the supervisors, and they will also help you to perfect that. And that is what the research are going to do. So a review may form an essential part of the research process or may constitute a research project in itself. So it's possible to do a literature review project. Mainly we call them systematic reviews. So for your research project, you may do a systematic review, or you can just do primary research. But from that primary research, one of the sections for that proposal, for that report, will be literature review. Okay, so in the context of a research paper or thesis, the literature review is a critical synthesis of previous research, and you have a section where you have that. In your report, it's in the form of a chapter. In your proposal, it's a section. So once you do your literature review, it builds up towards addressing issues which are related to your topic, and then you are able to devise what is known as a research question. So research question is your topic or your title in a question manner, in a question format. For example, if you're looking at your topic is prevalence of back pain among academics at the Lusaka Apex Medical University, your research question would be, what is the prevalence of back pain among academics at the Lusaka Apex Medical University? So one was in a topic format, the other one I've mentioned is in a question format. As we move along, if you have got any questions or anything is not clear, please do let me know. Okay, so here's just a difference between a good literature review and a poor literature review. Okay, for a good literature review, it is a synthesis of available research, while a poor one, an annotated bibliography.
Excuse me. You're not moving the slides.
You're not seeing the slides. Are you able to see the slides?
Just the first page.
You're still on the first page.
Yes.
Nothing is moving.
No.
Nothing is moving, sir.
Okay, let me just stop the share and then I do it afresh. Okay. So you haven't seen any of the slides other than the first one.
No, we haven't.
Are they moving now?
No.
And now you're able to see this first slide. What are you able to see now?
Literature review.
Are you able to see these others that I'm changing?
What is literature review?
Okay, all right. So
yes.
then, all right. So then now I just have to use this format. I want to use the slideshow so that you're able to see everything. So this is just what is literature review, and I've mentioned that. Then where do we find literature? That's what we talked about, theses and all those other sources, journals. This is just a definition. We've gone through that. And this is where we were at when you informed me that you're not able to see things, okay? So a good literature review is a synthesis of available research. It is a critical evaluation, which means you look deeply into the issue at hand. It has appropriate breadth and depth. By the way, I've uploaded a number of materials, reading materials and slides on Moodle. Please make sure that you upload them, you download them so that you start preparing for your 2 tests. All the materials that are on the platform, those are the ones I use to make questions. Okay, so for the first test, I've already put together. It's going to be, it is multiple choice questions. There's also true and false, and then linking terms to a sentence. So it has to have appropriate breadth and depth. It has clarity and conciseness. It's concise. Also uses rigorous and consistent methods. So you're not just getting from one book, but you're ensuring that you look at different sources. You look at sources from within the country, look for sources from outside the country, you do that so that you can be able to get in-depth information. A poor literature review is an annotated bibliography. You're just getting portions and putting them together, confined to description. So you're just describing, nothing about critical evaluation. It's narrow and shallow, doesn't say much about the topic at hand. Confusing and long-winded, so you really don't get to the point. You're everywhere. So constructed in an arbitrary way. So you're just doing it without following any kinds of methods. So that's how a poor literature review is, and the other is how a good literature review is. So it will guide you concerning a particular topic. When you conduct the literature review, it will guide you on a particular topic. So it can be used as a stepping stone to where you are going. Basically, in my case, when I do studies, I use literature review for almost every part of the research process. Even just when I'm thinking about a topic, I'll go to look at literature, and then I see how to structure my topic. Then I conduct the literature review itself, which becomes a section in my proposal. When I look at the methodology itself, how am I going to collect the data? Who are the participants? How am I going to include them in the study? How am I going to analyze the data? What kind of a questionnaire am I going to use? So all that I'm able to get through conducting a literature review. Literature reviews also provide a solid background for a research paper's investigation. Comprehensive knowledge of the literature of the field is essential to most research papers. So you can't do research without having in-depth information, without having comprehensive information concerning that topic. So we'll do a literature review to ensure that we have enough information concerning your topic. It will give you that background that you need